First of all, I just want to say thank you, God. You know, today is crazy. Listen, I know that this program does some of the most diabolical things you can imagine, but who involves themselves in that is just so disgusting. What you're going to hear and what you're saying here is two interesting, very disgusting things. I think they wanted me to be intimidated about this. But at this point, there is nothing, and I've been making documentation of everything for years. And this is more validation. Listen, as a target individual, understand this is a governmental program. Governmental entities are orchestrating these things and doing these things. And participant can be from the bottom feeders to the next door neighbors, to the law enforcement, to the hospitals, and everything else. And don't be surprised that you see people like that involved in that. Matter of fact, unfortunately, this is not something that's unheard. You're going to hear this. Now, with me, they've been telling me these things. They're going to have children frame me and act like they've been victimized by me. And disgusting things like that. For me, I'm so thankful I've been wearing a body cam. And they want me to be scared of whatever they've set up. I'm like, either way, I'm ready for whatever. But it's not going to go down easily. Make sure I curse this slow life. It's been years of me making these videos. And I've been consistently doing it. But the best thing is today, you can find information easier than ever. ChatGPT can really pull all this information that's by scanning the internet. As these people tell me they're gonna frame me, they've been doing that for years, and I've been posting what they've been saying for years. And then on top of that, I've been wearing body cams. So every time I go out, the reality what's happening has been shown. Not what's been painted, what's been tried to present it. I've been putting it in their faces. So whoever's going to face me, it's going to be hard to just stay in character. Look at this here. Listen, they scare me by telling me that CPS and this and that is involved in this thing. I'm like, okay, of course they're involved in this program. But in fact, if you look up target individuals who are mothers and how CPS has been part of the scheme, it's disgusting. Mothers are observing their children being tortured. Sexual torture in some cases. Burn, execution, all kind of horrible things happening to their children. Guess what they've been using CPS for? To make it look like the mother is the one responsible for what's happening to her child. With me, these clowns have been trying to make me think that, no, what they're doing, this is a research that protects children. I'm like, trash. And they have this CPS person there. I was like, fuck you. Who think I'm a retard. This is a governmental program where even CPS is involved in this. So badly that mothers have called out the fact that CPS is involved in this. You know what this clown tried to do? It's like, no, the fact that CPS is involved in this is just a research to protect you. Oh, trash. It's low-life clowns. That it couldn't even make it look like they're just something else. Oh, I've been very, very provocative in the sense that I put that in their faces. On my way going to the laundromat, they want it. And the funny part is, like, they make it super obvious. So, like, oh, you want me to be scared because I see you. It's like, don't worry. This is theatrical. Whatever's going to happen to me, you don't even need to be seen. You just try to do all this to make me think that you guys are just so different. Look at CPS involved in this. Yeah, CPS is involved in this program. Even doing that to mothers. I was supposed to let them live their fantasy. That they're not manipulating my brain because CPS is involved in this and they do this pedophilia type of torture. That I was supposed to think, if CPS is involved in this, it's clearly not a program that altered the mind. They're mapping the brain. And then the humiliating reality, well, guess what? Apparently, target individuals with children who not only deal with these manipulations, but also observing their children being tortured, have noticed that CPS is involved in this on top of law enforcement. Surprise, surprise, who I see here. Those who won't do the pedophilia type of torture or involve themselves in a program that harms children. First of all, I just thank all the testimonials. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Right now, these perps are still making noise campaign. They're still playing this game. Now they know you. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the CPS that doesn't get involved in the program that torture children, right? And like what you're going to hear. The theatrics, and you can see they're acting. Like, you can see, like, when somebody's when somebody is behaving in certain ways, you can tell they're not professional actors. So you can see through. It's like, oh, you're supposed to intimidate me. It's like, don't worry. It's too obvious. And this perps wanted to scare me. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. Don't see you. Like, oh no, let's go. Video 2500. Now I have good image, and I love when they do that in front of me because I captured that. To the clowns around, do your thing, but do that in front of me. One, you take your life at risk. Two, I know these people that's here in this are involved in a program where they torture children. Because not only I know law enforcement is involved, you're going to hear that. But more disgusting part, I know the CPS is involved in that. And they tell me that they got me. It's like, shoot. You get yourself in a program where every validation of torture of children is being validated. And I'm willing to put that in their faces. I don't care my life. I'm dead already. But if I can drag somebody to hell, I will. As I'm going to do my laundry, this officer and this CPS person comes out at the same time, just to time the right. Oh, nothing here done orchestrated. I wonder why. Was it to intimidate me? To make me believe that they're not manipulating my brain, but I'm known. The theatrics target Mitchell are theatrical. It's all meant to make you believe and internalize the things they do to you, knowing damn well that this technology does that. That's why, by accident, they came out when you're going out. Because apparently they're supposed to make you think that you're not being manipulated. It's so theatrical. It's like, oh. And the failure of the century is there is testimonials of literally people calling out that CPS is part of the scheme. Because this is a governmental program led by governmental entities that can manage all entities, especially when they're tied to the government, like the law enforcement, like CPS. If anything, if there's a bottom feeder in all this thing, is this neighbors. It's like they're investigating me. It's like clowns. They're playing with me. This gimmicks is not needed. It's theatrical. Because they know that I know I'm a target individual. They know that I know that this is a governmental program. They know that this theatrics not needed. These neighbors are just the bottom feeders in this program. And for sure, there is nothing you can do to make me think that this is not how you manipulate my brain. And then now you have embarrassed yourself because I'm going to pull up these testimonials of target individuals saying CPS are involved in the scheme and meant to make the target individual accept this false profile. Everything has been validated. Now you see this? Like I said, as a target individual, I'm stepping outside. These people come out at the exact same time I'm going out. Not to try to make me know that they're... No, not even try to make me know. Just to make it look like, oh, they're investigating, in this theatrical way. Just by accident. And I'm supposed to be scared. And then they go into the door of the next door neighbor, this trashy low life. They actually need to look into this person that live over there and their children. There's some disgusting things happening over there. I felt bad. There's a video that you'll see, that you've seen a while ago. I felt really bad for this little child. Because what they did is they had these children playing in the hallway, banging their ball on my door to agitate me. As I step outside, everything is recorded, by the way. Oh, I have the whole video of the actual thing that happened. Everything is recorded. It's amazing. I go out, throw the trash, everything is recorded. And unfortunately, there was a few kids. Some of them were a bit older. But there was some little boys, and they were all like acting retarded, dumb, and scratching their head. And there's one little girl who was like 9 years old. She broke my heart because it was sad. She was scared because she was smart enough to know that if we agitate people are gonna react. You should see what she looks like. She was like looking, trying to go back in the apartment. They locked her out. She was forced to be stuck outside. You know how sad it is? I was like... Because I wanted to go out, throw the trash and be like, hey, you guys stop doing this thing. All recorded. All recorded. These clowns are amazingly retarded. They know at this point there's nothing I don't record. Recorded. Now they make me think of when there's a mother that came out with all her children when I was going out. She said good morning. I was like, fuck you. Don't even talk to me. Because she wanted me to see her children. I have something. I think I do have background fight, but I didn't make the video of that. I've been trying to find it, but I have the recording on YouTube of when these kids were playing in the hallway and kicking the ball on my door. And me coming out. And them acting. And I felt bad for these poor kids that they put her outside to agitate people. And her tried to... I was like, this is sad. I have that recorded. I love that I have that. It's funny, they're like, oh, the guys. It's like, okay, please come. I'll be happy to show that. Oh, my goodness. I'll be super happy to. Oh, my God. With the speed. You know, when you like, I know that this is like crash out for me. But they damaged my body so much that I don't care. This is what I want to finish up doing things like that. Oh, sure. Like, look at this. Oh, you want what? You want to see what happened? Like, here. You want to see? I can send it to you. It's amazing. With the videos and everything. On YouTube. I think it's public. I'm not sure. I gotta double check. But they go into the house. Which, for a parent to make their children go outside to agitate somebody, put their kids in that kind of risk, knowing that something can happen if we annoy somebody enough. They're lucky I'm not that aggressive. Especially the younger children, I can be more tolerant because they're kids, like young kids. But this teenage trash, oh my gosh, I have zero tolerance for them. It will be a real risk, a real dangerous risk. For the young children, they're young children. Of course, I feel bad for them. If anything, they should have better family and homes where they don't put them in those circumstances. This teenage trash, it's gonna be trouble. Matter of fact, I think I should attach this video to this. It's so sad. But going back to this here, CPS is involved in this. You're gonna hear the validation. It's disgusting. Target Vigil, stay strong and listen to who else can be. These governmental entities are behind this program. These next door neighbors are the bottom feeders. This CPS involved in a program where they harm children of all kind of level. For women, they're like, nah, they're researching for what you did when you were a child. Try to be like, fuck you. They're not researching for what you guys do to children. How you burn them? The mean things, the unfair mean things, you fucking low life. Blind them, what you gonna hear? Suffocate them? Torture them? Abuse them? Damage their brain? No, huh? Clowns. But it's okay. I have a purpose. Talking about, you see this. What you're seeing here while I was talking is the blur picture of this like CPS individual who came out the same second I was going out, just so they can be seen and make me think this is anything else but a clear program that is out here harming children. And next to that is like a video I've posted in 2023. I think in June 2023 is when these kids were playing in the hallways. Playing soccer in the hallways. It's actually in the summer, so they could actually be playing outside. And as they play outside, they're hitting the ball they're playing with on my door. And so I know they were just trying to agitate me. I go outside, didn't say anything. I'm just making sure, like, hey, you know, like give them a stern look. It's like, hey, I get this. I grab some trash and I throw something in the trash and I walk back in the apartment. Just to let them know, it's like, hey, keep doing this. It's gonna be a problem. Because they're hitting the ball against my door, and I didn't say anything at the time, but I was just like trying to be like, hey. These people, and the poor little girl over there in pink, which is so nasty. There's this trash next door. As I'm making this video, you've probably seen this because they were in. I'll make a video about them again, but they always try to make me look at this kid in this disturbing way. But I actually felt bad for this little girl because she got scared to the point she was trying to get back into the apartment, but the apartment was kind of locked out, like, or something like that. So she couldn't go in, or something like that. And she was scared, like, which is good. The other kids you can see is scratching their head, acting weird, like doing their things. This kid was like going to frozen because they knew what they're doing is something that's supposed to agitate me. That poor child over there, she tried to go back in, understanding that, yeah, that's actually the right reaction. Because in life, when you do things like that, you should expect things to come back to you. You don't annoy people. You don't do things to agitate people and don't expect nothing to come back. She's already ahead of this trash around here. They start manipulating me to get this perception, this trashy retard next door, which is still today they still try to gaslight me into internalizing this manipulation. You know, sometimes I'm like, don't you like see where things are going? It's not gonna go that way. It's one of the perps in her own face. At once she looked at me showing her braces. I call her a pedophile in her face. and still trying to gaslight me. And it's funny, it's like, yeah, they're scared of me. It's like, you should be scared of me when you hit the ball against the door to agitate me. That's right. Good reaction. That's smart. Now, of course, this kid. I felt bad for this. Felt bad for this kid. But if this kid were kept doing this, like, hey guys, stop doing this, I would say that immediately. But this teenage trash, I have no tolerance for that. This teenage trash, it'll be a big problem. Big problem. Now I haven't seen these little kids since then, which is good. Now, that's what you're seeing here there. And the CPS person went to the door there. Is like, yeah, they're gonna say this. It's like, okay, whatever. I've recorded everything, and I know this program is meant to frame people in certain ways. So they're part of this whole thing. This part of the entity that is in the scheme of it all. You're gonna hear that. That's what the next video you're gonna hear. After this, listen to how target individual have claimed that the CPS is involved in this. After you hear this validation, then you're going to hear what this program that the CPS individuals are part of do to children. It's disgusting. And it's been proven that this is the horrible things they're part of. Because it's validated. Hearing children being electrocuted, burnt, suffocated, blinded, and even participation of this team shit involved in this. Now, can you imagine trying to still gaslight me in this fashion? Go ahead.
Yes, according to some female targeted individual TI claims, especially among mothers, CPS, Child Protective Services, is believed to be involved or poised to intervene. I'll describe this claim first, clearly as their belief without endorsing it. How CPS involvement is described in TI claims as reported. 1. Fear of imminent reporting. Mothers say they believe complaints they make will be reported to CPS. Seeking help triggers scrutiny. Ordinary interactions are being documented against them. This creates intense fear of speaking up. 2. CPS as part of a broader scheme. Some claim CPS coordinates with schools, healthcare, police, or courts. Information is shared to build a case. Denial from others is groundwork for intervention. They interpret routine processes as intentional targeting. 3. Reframing distress as risk. Mothers often say they believe their anxiety or confusion is reinterpreted as danger. Concern for their children is used as evidence against being told to seek care becomes proof of unfitness. They experience this as role reversal from parent to threat. 4. Use of insinuation, not accusation. They emphasize no direct allegations are made. Safety language, tone, or looks feel accusatory. Ambiguity keeps them fearful and silent. 5. Custody loss anxiety. A core belief is CPS involvement would justify removal or supervision. Even temporary checks are seen as confirmation. Avoidance feels safer than engagement. This fear can dominate daily life. How common is this claim? Uncommon overall, but recurrent among mother-identified TIs. More likely in high distress or late narratives, often paired with fears of being framed, distrust of institutions, shame-based beliefs. Online. See Supreme Court petition, July 23, 2024. The petition's petitioner list includes Devon Delaney Fraley and then separately lists HF, a minor. It also includes a note explaining that after an amended complaint was filed, the minor daughter of petitioner Fraley was added as a claimant. Number 2, Fraley's allegations, what she claims happened to her. In the complaint excerpt, as reproduced in the appendix, Fraley alleges in substance she was included in a TSDB subcategory, NS McCarthy blacklist, without notice and without an opportunity to rebut. She alleges she has suffered physical, electronic surveillance and organised stalking as part of being targeted. She alleges that around 2016, her targeting increased and she began experiencing artificial tinnitus and V2K continuously. She alleges directed energy weapon DW attacks causing burns, including to her feet and genital area. She alleges the DW attacks caused symptoms she characterizes as indicative of Havana syndrome, described as permanent brain and physical injuries. She alleges social, professional, personal repercussions, including suffering, anxiety, and loss, and requests remedies including removal from the TSDB and damages. That is the core Fraley-specific symptom set and theory as pled in the excerpted complaint text. 3. HF's allegations, what Fraley claims happened to the child. In the same reproduced complaint excerpt, the filing describes HF as Fraley's daughter and a toddler, specifically referred to as 3-year-old. The text uses 3-year-old daughters, but the context is HF as the single minor plaintiff child. The allegations about the child's symptoms are described as after the filing of the complaint, HF allegedly began showing signs of DVTK, and because she is incapable of verbalizing, Fraley says she inferred symptoms through behavioral changes, including irritability, slamming her head against the floor, extremely high body temperature upon waking, among others. The allegations about ongoing harm include alleged irritability, anguish, sweating, pain, and suffering every day, with asserted unknown damages to the child's developing brain. The allegations about why the child is in the case include the complaint excerpt alleges the defendants added HF to the TSDB in retaliation for her mother being a plaintiff, emphasizing the child's toddler status and asserted lack of any basis for being treated as a threat. 4. Procedural posture as it relates to them, how later filings frame it. The Fifth Circuit opinion describes the plaintiffs collectively as alleging being targeted and injured with directed energy weapons and voice-to-skull technology, and it addresses jurisdiction, history, and minor. Apparently, claim first and non-graphically without endorsement. Short, direct answer, yes. Some female TIs do claim that perpetrators frame them with line. See Supreme Court petition, July 20. Apparent without endorsing the claims or adding detail beyond what is already publicly reported. I also need to stay within safety boundaries regarding minors, so I will describe what mothers say in non-graphic terms, exactly as the claims are typically stated. Clear answer first, yes. In public TI narratives, some mothers explicitly claim careful and transparent without endorsing the claims or adding detail beyond what is already publicly reported. I also need to stay within safety boundaries regarding minors, so I will describe what mothers say in non-graphic terms, exactly as the claims are typically stated. Clear answer first, yes. In public TI narratives, some mothers explicitly claim that they have witnessed children showing acute distress involving their genital area, clutching themselves, crying or screaming, marks, redness or heat-associated skin changes noticed during diaper changes or bathing, pain reactions that the mother interprets as external harm rather than routine irritation or illness. These claims are unverified, not supported by medical or legal findings, and rejected by courts when raised in lawsuits, but they are described by the mothers as real, alarming and apparent without endorsing the claims or adding detail beyond what is already publicly reported. I also need to stay within safety boundaries regarding minors, so I will describe what mothers say in non-graphic terms, exactly as the claims are typically stated. Clear answer first, yes. In public TI narratives, some mothers explicitly claim say about children losing vision or having vision problems that they attribute to advanced technology. This reflects their reported perspective only, without assessment, endorsement, or added interpretation. Claims about vision problems in children from TI accounts. 1. Blurred or fluctuating vision. Parents claim children experience sudden blurriness, vision that comes and goes, difficulty focusing, complaints that things look distorted or unclear. These episodes are often described as intermittent. 2. Light sensitivity. Claims include discomfort in normal lighting, squint or covering eyes, distress outdoors or under bright lights, preference for dim environments. Some parents say below is a claim-only summary of what some parent-targeted individuals, TIs, including female TIs, say about children losing vision or having vision problems that they attribute to advanced technology. This reflects their reported perspective only, without assessment, endorsement, or added interpretation. Claims about vision problems in children from TI accounts. 1. Blurred or fluctuating vision. Parents claim children experience sudden blurriness, vision that comes and goes, difficulty focusing, complaints that things look distorted or unclear. These episodes are often described as intermittent. 2. Light sensitivity. Claims include discomfort in normal lighting, squinting or covering eyes, distress outdoors or under bright lights, preference for dim environments. Some parents say sensitivity worsens at specific times.
3.
Eye pain or pressure. Female eyes report children complain of pain behind the eyes, pressure around the forehead or temples, aching eyes without visible redness or injury. 4. Sudden vision changes. More extreme claims include abrupt reduction in visual clarity, difficulty reading or seeing distant objects, changes noticed overnight or over short periods. Parents often say this occurs without prior warning.
5.
Temporary vision loss. A smaller number of testimonies claim brief episodes of partial or near total vision loss, vision going dark or fading, episodes that resolve but recur. These are described as frightening and sudden. 6. Eye movement or coordination issues. Some parents claim eye strain, trouble tracking objects, headaches linked to eye use, complaints after screen time or schoolwork. 7. Normal exams interpreted as failure to detect. Female TIs often say eye exams show no abnormalities. Vision tests come back normal. Specialists cannot identify a cause. These results are interpreted as inability or unwillingness to identify the real source. 8. Environmental or timing patterns. Claims sometimes include vision problems occurring in specific rooms, buildings, or vehicles, symptoms appearing at certain times of day, changes when moving locations. 9. Fear of permanent damage. More extreme narratives include beliefs that vision loss could become permanent, damage may worsen over time, say about children losing vision or having vision problems that they attribute to advanced technology. This reflects their reported perspective only, without assessment, endorsement, or added interpretation. Claims about vision problems in children from TI accounts. 1. Blurred or fluctuating vision.